I got this message saying Jesus was just a prophet, that he never claimed to be God, that the Trinity, it was invented later on, and that modern scholars agree that he saw himself as a servant, not divine. And if that's what you believe today, well, I hear you, and I used to wonder the same kind of things, but here's the truth. Jesus didn't die because he told people to be kind. He didn't die because he was a good man or even a holy prophet. He was crucified because he claimed to be equal with God. So let's deal with that head on. Jesus said, before Abraham was, I am. Not I was, I am. And that's a direct quote from Exodus 3 when God tells Moses, I am who I am. They picked up stones to kill him. Why? Because they knew exactly what he was claiming. In John 10:30, he says, I and the Father are one. Not similar, not aligned, one. Thomas, after seeing the risen Christ, says, my Lord and my God. Jesus doesn't correct him. He accepts it because it's true. People say, well, why did the other Gospels say that? Well, they did. Matthew calls him Emmanuel, God with us. Luke records him forgiving sins, and only God can do that. Paul writes, in him all the fullness of God dwells bodily. And Hebrews calls them the radiance of God's glory. So no, this isn't something Paul invented later on. This is who Jesus is. Here's the real issue. Jesus doesn't leave us the option just to call him a prophet. If he claimed to be God and he wasn't, well, he was either a liar or delusional. But if he was telling the truth, then he is Lord. And everything changes. The resurrection seals it. No prophet rose from the grave, Jesus did. He didn't just teach about life, well, he conquered death. And that's not myth, that's history. And I've staked my life on it, and so did the disciples. You can listen to Oxford, you can quote all the scholars, or you can read the actual words of Jesus and then decide for yourself who he really is. I'll tell you who I believe he is. He's not some prophet, he is God in the flesh, and he is calling you home. Be strong.